Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. These are the notes of Islamiyat class 9th English medium students, Federal Board and Punjab Board. Here is the chapter of generosity, Sukhaawat or Eithar of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The first question, detailed note on the generosity and the selflessness of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So these lesson and this lesson and the events, they are very easy, and different points have been mentioned over there with the example of in the life of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. What we have to do, just we read them 2 or 3 times and try to understand them, and no need to learn them by heart, and later on we have to reproduce in our own simple words and sentences. So try to understand, then write in your own word. That is the best way to write on some topic. Don't need to learn them by heart. The Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam generosity, there was no example of the generosity of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and there are many examples of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He used to spend in the way of Allah. In the same way, the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam have some example over there from the hadith and about the open-hearted of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And then sacrifice of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, whatever he had, he used to spend in the way of Allah. These are the word and the example of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam regarding that. If he had gold equal to the mountain Uhud, then he said, I would not like to keep. So these are different examples. Generosity in all the circumstances. So the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he used to spend in the way of Allah in all the circumstances. Helping the poor. The Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam used to help the poor, and this example again we can quote over there. This is the best example to just help the poor and the needy. Different example of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam we can quote over there, and we write in our own words, because there are many events and example have been given over there. These are based on some incident or the events. We have to write them in our own words. That will be easy for us. Second question, we have generosity and selflessness of the life, Ahlul Bayt and companions. We have to give the example from the family of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and from the companions. Generosity of the companion. Many companions of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, guided caliphs, Khulafai Rashidin and other major companions, Sahaba, they used to follow the steps of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. They used to follow the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So the same thing, whatever they observed in the life of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the same thing they adopted in spending in the way of Allah. So we can give example by name over there, making them just bold and major, making them headings. We can give example of different companion of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam over here. The same thing was done by all the companions by them. And the same way in the Ahlul Bayt, we can give some example over there. We can write short paragraphs, making it 2 or 3 lines with more headings. After that, third question, how and when, where can we follow the Prophet's example? In our daily life, if we are generous, so we are just following the life of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. We should be generous in our daily life. And we should help the poor and the needy and whatever we can do. In the same way, in the society, we should be selfless. Without any our own purpose, we should help the people. Without anything keeping in our mind, we just should help the people for the sake of Allah only. And especially in the month of Ramadan, we should adopt the generosity and we should be generous, as the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he used to do more in this month. So that's why we see in the world the Muslim, they would like to be generous in the month of Ramadan especially. There are some short questions we can just mention over there. Different forms of generosity and the selfless, there are different forms. The Holy Prophet ﷺ used to do this thing. Three benefits of generosity and selfless in the social life. I'm not just going to read it each and every word or the line or the sentence or the paragraph because it will take a lot of time just to read them and just to yourself and listen them and then write in your own words. If I read each and every word and the line, it will take a lot of time. So our main aim just to provide the best content to the students, not to make the lengthy videos. So that's why just keep reading them. Next, on the occasion of the Holy Prophet, how he spent the gold. What was the example? So here is the example of the Holy Prophet ﷺ we have. So we can give the example of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. So he used to be spent in the way of Allah. In the same way, in birthing the Prophet's generosity and selfless manifest, and so we can say they were different in the wealth, knowledge, and other things. All these things. What is the meaning of the Prophet's inner generosity and the selflessness? So it was a just heart and always open to other. So he not only spent just wealth and but also shared his love and knowledge to the others. So these were the most important questions regarding the generosity, Sahawat of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. And we have to read it 2 or 3 times and try to understand, then write in our own words. After understanding, we have to write them again. These are notes of Islamiyat Federal Board. In all the other notes, almost they have been uploaded in the same. You can see over here. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.